Good morning, friends. Well, I'm back. I took a day off. I was exhausted. This old grandma, you know, I've been working pretty hard with these beautiful, beautiful days, trying to get my fences all in the way I want them, and I moved all of this bedding. Well, it's not really bedding. It's the remnants of the garden that they had scratched out, and I just raked it up and moved it over here. They can keep it over here during the summer. It'll be fine. It'll be actually wonderful for them because I won't need it. Well, good morning to you, mister. And they will, because overnight while they're in bed, worms will come in here, mainly night crawlers. All kinds of bugs, crickets, things like that will come in here looking for a place to hide. Then first thing in the morning, they come out. You know, the early bird gets the cricket. So that's what my plan was. I moved this out from the garden. I'll show you what the garden looks like. So sometimes when I'm working on my videos and some of my videos are playing and I don't even pay attention to it because I'm doing something else, I'll look up occasionally and I will see the prior videos of where this was nothing but just weeds and grass, and they have worked this all out, and I raked it all the way down. Hey girls and boys, I raked it all the way down. This one is going to be beautiful. He is one of my youngest roosters, but you know, he's a mix of a whole bunch of different ones, but I think he's going to end up being one of my most beautiful ones. He looks a little awkward right now, and I really feel sorry for him because when you have a hierarchy, and chickens do. I know you followed me. There's a lot they have to go through to be the Dom, and they all want to be the Dom. But the real Dom is the black one. Right there. He's the dominant rooster of all. And then there's another, well, there's a co-dom. There's a barred rock that's also a dominant one. Back to my garden. So you see how the dirt is here, and then you start seeing a little bit more grass and a little bit more grass and a little bit more grass, but not really that much. So everything that they have scratched into little bitty pieces, I raked up and I put over there on the other side. So you can tell they're wanting to work this area right here really bad, so I may go get some more scratch and let them work this area. I know it. Isn't he beautiful? Yeah, him and him, they're both going to be beautiful. Well, he is beautiful. Oh, this is Renfro. He is going to be one of my favorites. I really and truly think so. He's following the other roosters around to try and get some experience, and he is absolutely going through a lot of hard times right now because he's young and inexperienced, and they give him a hard time. He is so beautiful. And if you look at behind him, you'll see there's still a lot that they haven't done down here. This looks kind of like it did up at the top, and they'll be working it later. So that's the way that works. So what have I been doing on my resting time? Well, I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been planning. I've been learning. I've been watching YouTube videos. I've been trying to learn how to grow my channel, to see what it is that makes some channels have a lot of subscribers and a lot of viewers, and how to learn how to watch what people really like the most in my videos. So I was there, I think it was Friday night, in my kitchen, sitting watching a video And this video came up on YouTube, and it was a live where one of the YouTube creator teachers was teaching what to do in order to be able to get more viewers, more subs, and that type of thing. So I watched it, and he offered, if you want him to look at your channel, that if you dropped your name in his little queue, that he would look at it. So I did, and he was so excited about my channel, which is really funny because the first 5 were gamers. And he was like, oh no, not another gamer. So he looked at mine, and he was so excited. He said, this is wonderful. And the things that he told me was really, really helpful, and made me excited again to do what I'm doing. And the things that he told me that I needed to work on was I already do a thumbnail of my video, but he said I needed to do ones that had 0 voice in them and just the animal sounds, so that people could play those for their kids or grandkids, or just if they want to hear that because they just want to veg out. So I learned how to do that yesterday, and I put out 4 videos, and they were all just normal original sound, and I kept my mouth shut. Well, what happened? I had more views from the 4 than I would have from 1 that I do with my voice. This was an exercise just to see what would happen. And so I had more people engaging, but I didn't have any more subscribers. I had less subscribers. And my subscribers said, hey, where are you? Are you okay? And some of my subscribers said, well, that's a nice change. So I'm going to incorporate both of those in my videos. And here's little Hawk. She's trying to clean my pants. My pants have these little dot-looking things on them, and you know chickens can't stand dots. It just drives them crazy. So she's trying to clean those dots off my pants, not knowing that they're really supposed to be there. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just love her so much. So from this point forward in my videos, I'm going to do some shorts. I'm going to do some reels. I'm going to do some with my voice in them and some not with my voice in them. Don't you love those white socks? These used to be my good shoes until I wore them out here, and now they got chicken poop all over the bottom of them. So they're not really my good shoes anymore, but they're good sturdy shoes, and they don't let me fall as easy. And I want to show you little Hazel and Jesus. One of my viewers said she's living her best life, and I believe she is. She loves him, and he loves her so much. And I gave her a nest box, and she has already turned it into a very comfortable looking nest. Let's see if you can see that. Turn the light on. A very comfortable looking nest. Let's see if I can get that off of the picture. I can't do it. It's too wide. Okay. Right there. And so anyway, she's made a nice little comfortable nest for herself, but she has not laid any eggs yet. Now, she is known to hide eggs, but I don't think that she's hiding any eggs in there. I just don't think that she is, and I'm so sorry. I come out here, and it's moist, and my nose starts running first thing, and then I have to start clearing my throat, and I am so sorry. But that's just the way the weather is here, and coming into the animal barn with all of the smells and dust and everything else, it's not that healthy. But okay, and then someone else talked about these girls right here. Well, I've had them in there for the majority of a couple of weeks now. I let all the other ones go and to see what would happen. Well, the egg count went down, and I've got something else to say about that. And I noticed these girls would be sitting in the nest, but they were just not really laying anything. So I took them from over there and put them out of the nest and put them in this cage. And sure enough, not one of them is laying a thing. All they're doing is hogging the nest so that the other hens that are not in the hierarchy cannot lay in those nests. And those nests are the ones that everybody wants. So these are the popular nests right here. And Megan was in the middle one, and then she was in the one on the left, and then she was in the one on the right, and then she was in the middle one again, and then there's 2 or 3 of them in the same one. And I never saw an egg from her, and I thought, no, we're going to do something else. So you can see how this goes. They're so loud this time of the morning because everybody's fighting over that spot. She wants a place. She wants a place. She's got a place. I also realize that when I have these, they do not, look at that, they jump right in it. They do not lay an egg in that cage at all. But I have them hanging there, and they'll jump up there in them, but they won't lay in there. And the thing is, I've noticed, is that if I have them open, more eggs are laid. If I have them closed, less eggs are laid. So it's not going to break my heart to, I can't even get anything on that. It's not going to break my heart to open those cage doors and let them jump up in there and scratch around. Because that's basically what they need to do, is scratch around. You sure can't see them very good though, even with all the light in here. So I'm getting somewhere between 23 and 27 eggs a day. And I've got almost 100 chickens, and I've got about probably 10 roosters. And I've got several that's getting old and not laying any at all. Which is, I understand that. But I've got some that's got, looks like they've got their feathers starting to be pulled out by the roosters. So that means I'm going to either have to get rid of some roosters or get some of those saddle thingies or something. I don't know just yet what, because it's not really that cold, so they're not really stressing over it. You can tell these two are up here just chilling out up on top of that cage. Yeah. So anyway, what did I do yesterday? I'll tell you what I did yesterday. I made a seed catalog. And I sat down with all of the seeds that I just purchased lately and the seeds that I already had. And I sat and I cataloged them. So now when I go to the feed store and get feed, I can I can know what I have on my cell phone. So I printed it out, and I've got 2 of those. I don't know, they're like what Cheetos comes in when you buy the big gallon container or whatever that's called. And gosh, I love this little girl. Yeah, she can't stand it. All those little dots, oh my gosh. I can just see her brain going crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I'll show you in a little bit what I did and add it to the end of this video. But sometimes that kind of hurts, you know. It's kind of like a little pinch when the beak pops your skin. It looks like old Jesus is wanting to have babies. That's what they do. And I don't know. She's been in there probably about a week now, and she hasn't laid any eggs. I don't know how long it takes him or her to lay eggs once she's getting mated with. I guess we'll figure that out, because I put on my video when I did that, and so I can tell when she starts laying eggs how many days it will have been. It's not very easy for them to mate when they don't have water. When they're like out on the pond or something, you know, it's like almost like he drowns her. But you can see his angel wing. There he goes. That's it. That's the way it looks, guys. It's a done deal. So we'll see how long it takes to, I guess he ruffled her feathers, huh? Guess he did. That must be part of the process. Oh yeah, baby. Yep. Well, that's life on the farm, you know. That's just the way things happen. And here's the little baby bunnies. It looks like they've got food, but their water's pretty. They like to put their hay and their straw in their water. I think it takes the chlorine out of it, is what I think, because if they don't do that, they'll poop in it. And that gets kind of nasty, but I totally get it. I don't like chlorinated water either. So, as you can tell, they still have plenty of food. How's everybody doing? Got a bunch of them down here.
Hi, everybody. What y'all doing, huh? Whoa. Whoa. You're pretty girls. Well, look at you all looking at the camera. Look at you looking at the camera. Are you looking too? Yeah, you want to see what's going on. You want to come over here and peck it, don't you? Oh, look at the pretty girls. That's Mama's girl. Yeah, that's a Mama's girl. Look at her. She wants to see that. This one's looking at her sister on video. Yeah, she was looking at the other side to see what was happening. That's just so sweet. That's so sweet. Yeah. What's everybody over here doing, huh? What are you guys doing? Huh? Not on your level.
Oh, there's that rooster. He is so precious. He's almost always around me. And he's talking 24/7. Hear him? You can follow him around and know where he's at all the time because of his voice. He's got a distinct voice and he never shuts up. And this one's watching. She's watching the video. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? How cute is that? So, Friday night I came out. And the roosters were over there where all those brambles are. They were posted on all sides. And as I turned the corner right over here where I come through the gate, there was a chicken hawk. And now my sister says there's different types of chicken hawks. But the roosters were posted outside of those brambles on the south side, the north side, and the west side. And the chicken hawk was over there where you can see the dark spots. And there were several hens underneath those brambles being protected by that. I'm leaving that there now because it looks like the way that I moved my fence, they could get up in that one tree right there, right here. And they could just jump down there and get them. But now that one, it wasn't any bigger. I mean, it was smaller than the smallest hen I have. So having large hens makes it harder for them to get them because they don't have the ability to swoop down and grab one and keep flying like they do mice and rabbits and things like that. They don't have, I have too many fences up and too many things in the way so that they can't do it. But if they can get down out of the tree and they can find something small enough like a baby chick, which the hens and roosters will not let any baby chick out of the barn. They'll push them right back in. They'll say, no, you go. You get back out of here. You don't get to come outside yet. They'll tell them when they get to come outside. So all of this was over on that other side in the garden. And it's going to be wonderful. I'm so excited. So I've set up in my kitchen my camera and my laptop. This is all brand new to me. I just wanted to show you how I'm doing my seeds. So if you notice on my computer screen, I have, of course, at first I did all caps, and I didn't like that. So I didn't want to go back because I was doing all that on my phone. So I just thought, I'll do it this way. So under squash, and I haven't alphabetized these, but I alphabetized them in my in my buckets. And it's really not alphabetized that I want to do. I want to do root crops in one section, and I want to do greens in one section, and I want to do, just like that. I want to do things that I plant early in one section, things that I can plant later in one section, and things that are fall crops in one section. So this is how I have decided to do it for right now. So if you look here, this is nothing, this little plastic container is nothing but peas. So it's got the tendril peas, it's got, I think these are called sugar peas. This is nothing but peas. So it's got peas, peas, peas. So I have all of my peas in this bag. I don't know if my computer's going to stay on very long. So I've got all these peas in my bag. And then I've got a bag with nothing but, let's see what's next. Okra and corn, because they're planted about the same time in about the same area and take about the same type of sunshine and rain and that type of thing. So those two are together. So I have done that yesterday. I made all like things the same. And I put them in this bucket right here. Now, I don't know if that's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, but for right now, it's what I'm doing. I've got this one, and then I've also got this one. So I've got two of those. And they're going to be easier from there to go ahead and finish up with when I want to plant them, and I also put I printed it out. I'll show you what I did. I printed it out on paper because I work better on paper. So what I did was I printed all this out on paper with lines to help me not just scribble all over the paper and go up and down and that kind of thing, because I write fast and I don't write straight. So this will help me do a lot of that. And then this is the second page. And let's see. This is the last page. So that's how many different types of seeds I've got. I've even got flowers in there. In my herbs, I put parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Of course, you have to do that, you just have to. So there's that. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put a column that's late or early. And then I'm going to put, you know, a column of, well, it'll be late, early, and then it'll be root crops or above the ground crops. And I'll have one for vines too. So that way I know, because like cucumbers are a vine, but okra is not. So I'll do that, and I'll know, okay, I've got to have so many places for vines and so many places for root crops and so many places for above the ground crops. I have to know when I'm going to plant what. And this will just basically do it for me. And then I can write on my calendar. I've got a blank calendar as well that I use. I use a blank calendar for my eggs, and I'll write down how many eggs I collected that day, the person that gets them, how much I collected, and that way at the end of the month, I know how many eggs they laid, I know how much money I made, and then at the top of the page, I have a section for Tractor Supply, Stillwater Milling, the places that I purchased things, so I'll know how much money I spent that month, and then I'll know how much money I collected that month. And let me tell you, it's staggering. I don't make a penny, okay? I charge $5 a dozen for my eggs, and once I've bought all of the things that I have to buy, I don't make a penny. So it's okay though. I mean, I'm doing this because I like it. So here's my calendar, and then I just go from there and I'll just go from there and I'll write down what month and what day I'm going to plant, and if it's above the ground crop or below the ground crop, or what, you know. And I've also got some that's I haven't done this yet, but I am Choctaw Indian, and the Choctaws had an article in the Choctaw paper that said if you would like to learn how to companion plant and want some seeds, to let them know. And of course I did, so they sent me the seeds, and I want to do that this year. It's things that go together, that the bugs from one will kill the bugs from the other, kind of a thing. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about this, and I'm excited about, I did talk to a girl also that is, she's like a horticulturist and knows a lot about soil. And I told her, I said, okay, so I need to find out what I need in my soil. I said, I've got leaves that the chickens had. I've got eggshells. I've got coffee grinds. I've got oyster shell. I've got, let's see, what else have I put in there? Chicken poop, rabbit poop, feathers. And she says, wow, it sounds like you've got some really, really rich soil. So she's going to get together with me, and she's going to send me what I have to do in order to be able to test my soil. And I just go up to the courthouse, to, I guess, the agriculture department, and they will send those soil samples off, and I'll be able to know if I need anything, because I also put lime in there too. I don't know, I've got so many things that I don't even think about until I'm already done with the video, and then I think, oh yeah, I should have said that too. But you know, that just happens, so you just can't think of it all. So this segment right here, I'm also going to put on my Oklahoma Gardening Girl page to kind of give people an idea on that page what people like me who want to have a plan can learn how to do that. A lot of people are not very good planners. So we'll see how this works out. And I really appreciate you. If you've watched to the very end, will you write seeds in the comments? And if there's, it's something else I want to ask you before I leave too. Is this, which one of these types of videos do you like the best? because I really want to be able to help my subscribers. I want to be able to connect with you. And if there's ever any questions you want to ask or anything you want to actually teach me that you know better than I do, I want to know it. So if you don't mind, put in the comment section what you like the best and what you think I should focus on, or if I'm doing it all wrong and I need to rethink. And I really appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Put seeds in the comments below if you have watched to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. I appreciate you so much.